if you select U, this will create a curve in the x direction. If we select V, it will create a curve in the y direction. But sometimes the creation of the curve depends on the orientation of the surface also. So as you will see here, if I also here, I don't want the entire upper half of the I mean the entire half of the upper surface. Only some percentage near the leading edge. So I'll take some 0.75. Okay, I haven't selected the surface. So as you can see here, it'll create a surface at the it'll create a curve at the end of the surface. So you can play around with this parameter to get it where you want. So now it has created a curve on the near the leading edge of the upper surface. Okay. In a similar fashion, we'll do it for the lower surface also. So here you can see that it has created a curve along the x direction. Although I have chosen the method to be V. So that's what I said. You have to play around with these values so you get the proper what you want. So undo this. Let me start from V. Okay. Um, so now we have two curves on the surfaces. Okay. So here now we can flip this upper and lower surfaces using the option in create modify curves, that is trim surface, segment or trim surface. Okay. So this will take a surface and the curve as input, and will give you uh, will give you two surfaces depending on how many curves you select. Okay. The surface is this, and the curve is this. So you can see here that if I select it, okay, wait, back. Curves. This will we have two surfaces. So we will select this surface for leading edge upper. Okay. So we have selected. We'll also select. Oh, okay. Wait, what has happened? Just a minute. Okay. Let's separate the lower surface also. So in a similar fashion, trim by curve the surface, trim by the curve. So we have split the surfaces. So now we'll take the leading edge. We can actually give both of them as upper and lower surface as the leading edge itself. So let's this and this. We'll also have to select the curve associated with that surface so that there is proper associativity with the elements on the other surface. You'll understand this as you go forward. So, mhm, okay, okay. To locate the leading edge. So, if you can't select a curve properly, if you can't select any entity properly, so when you get an option to select the geometry, you get this dialog box. So there are a load of options here. So mainly you'll be using these four options at the end. So this is to toggle select the selection of bodies. This is to toggle the selection of curves, and this is to toggle the selection of okay. This is surfaces, and this is curves, and this is points. Okay. So now since we want to select a curve, we will use that. We'll add this to the leading edge. Okay. Now we'll separate the upper and lower surface also. So we'll see. Okay. So now we're left with the root and tip part. So, so you can see these curves here, right? So these actually belong to the leading edge. So if you feel you've missed any part, so you can just select whichever part you think it belongs to, and then right click on it and select the option add to part. So now we've added this to the leading edge. This surface anyway, it'll be deleted when we create the far field. Okay, and now we'll create the tip part. And select this entire thing. Give it a tip. Okay. So what I have done, to recap, what I have done is I have imported the geometry. I have separated the entities which I want to mesh. So I have split. To do that, I have used the option the segment to trim surface, and since that requires a curve as an input, I have created an iso curve on the upper and lower surfaces, and then use that to split the geometry. So, does anyone have doubts?
No doubt. No doubt.
Paka. I mean, I know it's late, but everyone
Yes.
else
Yes,
knows.
bro. I'm good.
Bro,
No
while we
doubt.
are doing it, we will
Bro.
understand, bro. While we are doing, we'll get doubts. Now, we just
Okay.
saw the video, right? So we
Okay.
can't say whether we'll get
Okay,
doubt.
that's fine. That's fine. We actually have this entire week till about till Monday to do this to 3D meshing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I
Okay.
mean, there's no rush, but you have to keep updating us in the group as to what you did. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And also the assignment also you have to remember. So, I mean, parallelly, this has to also be going, keep going. So, I think we can actually no. Okay, I'll create the far field now, and then, I mean, I'll teach you how to create the far field, and then we'll stop for the day. Okay, and tomorrow by tomorrow evening, you guys can do the operations that I showed you, and then you can update us in the group. Okay,
Okay, bro.
fine.
Okay. Okay. Done.
Okay, okay, sure. So to create the far field, we will go to the create or modify surface option, and then we have an option called standard shapes. Okay, so in standard shapes, we have options to create some standardized geometry that is given by ISEM. Okay, so we have a box, we have a sphere, we have cylinder, we have to drill a hole, we have plane normal to curve, etc., etc. So here we'll be using a hemispherical domain. So to do that, we will select sphere. So here we will specify the start angle, the end angle, and the location. So here it'll ask you first to specify the origin of the hemisphere of the sphere, and then it'll ask you the end coordinate, any end coordinate that will be the radius of the sphere. So since we are creating a hemisphere, it's only half of the sphere, right? So for a start angle to end angle of 0 to 180, we'll actually get a complete sphere. But we don't want that because we only have we can imagine this wing as one half of an airplane. So we have only half of the geometry. We don't have the full geometry. So we don't need to uh, create the domain on the other side. So what we will do is we'll reduce the end angle by half, that is 0 to 90, and then we'll specify the origin. So this is the first set of coordinates you see here. This is the origin of the circle, and the second set of coordinates is a point that specifies the radius of the radius of the sphere. Sorry, not the circle, the sphere. So the origin is 0, 0, 0. That is this point will actually come right on the leading edge. That is right on the right on the half of the leading edge, and so we'll create a hemisphere of about let's say 50 meters. So when we do that, we will have we apply. We'll have a hemisphere like this. Okay. So uh, I think we'll stop for the day here now. Okay. So tomorrow, by this time, you all should have updated us in the group with all these operations. Okay.
Okay, bro, done.
Okay. Gurumalesh, Manoj, Mahesh, Nihal.
Yes, yes, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay now.
Okay. Also, if you have any doubts, just ping me on WhatsApp or call me. Okay. Any time of the day. Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Sure.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
Sure.
you, bro.
Okay. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night, bro.